Israel struck Iran's state-run television station during a live broadcast, forcing a reporter to run off camera following an explosion. That's after Iran fired a new wave of missiles at Israel that killed at least 8 people. Israel warned hundreds of thousands of people in the middle of Tehran to evacuate today ahead of the strike against the TV station, which the military said provided a cover for Iranian military operations. The warning came on the 4th day of the conflict. A loud explosion could be heard as the anchor walked off the set. While on air, Iran's state news agency was hit by an Israeli missile. Meanwhile, Iranian state media reported that the country is preparing for the largest and most intense missile attack yet against Israel. Israeli forces were stepping up their bombardment after Iran proved capable of piercing its air defenses with one of its most successful volleys yet of retaliatory strikes. The two countries have been launching various attacks against each other for several days. Iranian officials say at least 224 people, most of them civilians, have been killed, while Israel says at least 24 people have been killed. Both sides are reporting fresh strikes.
After the initial shock that came on early Friday morning, Iran tried to recover, and we were seeing that the air defense, including in Tehran and other cities, were trying to actively engage with the hostile targets coming from the Israeli side or those, let's say, drones flying over sky. And, the feeling this time comparing to previous exchanges in the past between Iran and Israel is a bit different. There's a sense of war going on between the two sides.
Thousands of residents of Tehran were seen fleeing their homes and stockpiling essential supplies as the Israeli military warned Iranian civilians in a series of messages to leave some areas for their own safety, raising the prospect of a widening barrage of aerial attacks. Meanwhile, in Israel, after surviving a night of Iranian strikes in a bomb shelter, this resident said her entire house was rubble when she came out.
In the earlier rounds, the Iranians were trying to go after very specific military targets and Mossad in Tel Aviv. Now they're happy to bombard Tel Aviv, basically. So if they hit civilian areas, it's fine. So they're using a wider array of ballistic missiles. They don't have to be the latest ones, the ones with better guidance systems. So it's more of a gloves-off kind of approach from the Iranians.
During the G7 meeting today, U.S. President Donald Trump said Iran wants to talk about de-escalating hostilities with Israel and should do so immediately before it's too late. Oil prices fell today after reports that Iran is seeking an end to hostilities with Israel, raising the possibility of a truce and easing fears of a disruption to crude supplies from the region. But with attacks still taking place, the future is unclear for residents taking shelter in both countries. Today, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that the country's air force was in control of the airspace over the Iranian capital. He added that strikes have set Iran's nuclear program back a very long time.
Our mission is to bring its full destruction. Like cancer, you remove cancer and you're doing other treatments, and maybe it will be back one day, but I believe we are delaying them for a long, long time. I cannot elaborate, but we have great systems and we not stop. We have targets and we're going to do a root canal here.
He also said that Israel was not attempting to topple the Iranian government, but said he would not be surprised if that happened as a result of the strikes. This weekend, Trump reportedly rejected a plan by the Israelis to kill Iran's supreme leader. But a spokesperson for Netanyahu told CNN that the reports of Trump rejecting an Israeli plan are, quote, fake. In an interview today, the Israeli PM said that he believes killing Iran's supreme leader would end the conflict between Israel and Iran rather than escalate it.
U.S. officials tell us that the president flatly rejected a plan, an opportunity that the Israelis had to take out the supreme leader. Do you understand his concern? My understanding is his concern is that this would escalate the conflict beyond where it is already.
It's not going to escalate the conflict. It's going to end the conflict.